Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, 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 everybody. Let me know you can hear me. Hello, everybody in the chat. My screens are not. Here we go. Can you hear me? Say yes in the chat if you hear me. Do we hear me? Uh-oh. Do we hear me? Oh, we do. Y'all aren't saying anything, and I'm like, oh, no. I don't know if you can hear me or not. Okay. You can hear me. Yes, yes, yes. Welcome. I see everybody. We have Dip Me and Glitter came in way early. So I don't know if Dip Me and Glitter is here right now or not, but I met her over on Malloy's channel last night. So hopefully she will come and play. So hello to Dip Me and Glitter. And Rebecca Clear is here. Um, we have G the gamer is here. Hello. Trident vibes. Welcome. Riley. Riley, I promise I'll get Kahoot back on. I've just been really busy. Banana Banana Mama is ready to guess. Hey, guessing is great. I love it. Always guess. If you do not know the answer, just guess. Um, Riley is so ready for trivia. Tonight is going to be fun. It's different. Tonight is different. Um, I was doing the countdown in the chat. 1 minute, 4 minutes, 1 minute. So, so welcome. Okay, so G Gamer, don't spam my chat, please. Okay, I appreciate that. All right. And Eddie Haskell is here. Hello, grandma and friends. Yes, I love it. Um, we are going to play Kahoot, not tonight. This is different. This is not Kahoot, but this is fun. It's really fun to play. Tonight is a little bit it's a different kind of well, it's not really different. It's just the way it's the whole thing. Okay. So it's first. So it's anything that's the first person to do whatever, or I mean, a first line of a song or a movie or whatever, a first invention. So there's all kinds of firsts. So it's random things like that. And tonight there's only 3 answers to guess from instead of 4. So anyway, I also found another game today that I'm excited to play, and it's called More or Less. And that's going to be fun. That's kind of like a true or false thing, but this one will be like I'll say something and I'll say, is it more or is it less? So I I was just reading over some of the questions on this game that I found, and I'm like, okay, this is cool. So we will do that soon. Um, so I'm trying to find different stuff that we can play on here. I love the trivia stuff. I love learning. I will say that if you have been watching some of my previous trivias, there are a few questions tonight that we have had in the past. So if you have been here before and you have caught some of these trivias, you will know a few of these answers. And Eddie, there's a baseball one in here. So you'll get at least one right. So anyway, I want to say welcome to everybody who is here. And if you are not able to come and play with us live, you can always catch us on the replay. Replay crew, we love y'all too. Of course, we would love for you to come and play because it's fun to have you in the chat and to compete against everybody else. But if you can't, well, you can always watch the replay and you can talk just like I see you, Eddie. And he's throwing up his baseball. Yay. I think it's only one question, but it's still there. But if you're on the replay crew, just you can just play it like you watch Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune or anything like that, any other game show. You could just say out the word and try and beat the team that is in the chat playing. So, Nick, oh, you did. I saw Grandma at the ACL World Championship. I didn't go to it this year. It's cool. I love so ACL is the American Cornhole League, and Grandma loves some cornhole. It is a fun game. So Nick, did you go? Have you been to the competition? Have you gone to any of the competition? These people are good, serious. I mean, there was I can't even tell you how many people, all ages too. It's so great because you can play if you're older, younger. It's just female, male. It doesn't matter. Everybody is. It's just fun, fun, fun. Um, I'm not that good at it, but I'm not bad. I'm not bad. It's fun times. So I hope you liked it. I hope you liked it. I'm assuming you're talking about the video that I did. I did a little short on it. It was fun. I did a longer video, but I don't think I posted it. I don't know. That was a while back. But anyway, all right, guys. So really quick, I'm gonna let you know how we play the game. If you do not know, at first, if you don't know the question, if you don't know the answers, you just guess. It doesn't matter. That's how we learn. Nobody gets them all right, or not yet anyway. I'll be interested to see which game that is when somebody gets them all right. But just guess. We're all here to have fun, and that is how we learn. So I'm going to read the question, and all you need to do if you're playing live is put the number 1, 2, or 3. Tonight, there's only 3 in the chat that goes with the answer that you believe is correct. You want to get it in fast because the system doesn't just say yes or no, you're right or wrong. It also says if it's an event of a tie, the person who gets it in faster gets up higher. So, and that happens a lot at the end. You'll see that where we have people who are tied, and the person who got the answers in fastest gets put get ahead. We also are trying to get on the leaderboard because the people who get the top 3 spots get into my drawing. So I give you tickets, and the person who gets the first spot gets 3 tickets. The person who gets second gets 2 tickets, and the person who gets third gets 1 ticket. And at the end of the month, the last trivia game of the month, I put everybody's tickets into a bucket and I draw. And the prize is you get $25 to spend in Grandma's shop, which is my sponsor, me, which is Grandma's Gifts, the number 4, the letter U.com. And I will also have it scrolling down at the bottom. Go check it out. I've got a ton of stuff. I've put a lot of puzzles. I sell a lot of puzzles. And so I've put a lot of puzzles on there. So I've got all of that. Hello, I see you. I have a story. I'm so glad you're here. This will be fun. Kata, no, you're not late. We are getting ready to start. In fact, let me put myself down here in this tiny little box. Um, you are sweet, Kata, saying I'm beautiful. You're not too late. Um, so you all you have to do, gamer, is put the number in the chat. Okay. It's not like Kahoot. You don't have to go to a different place. So all you need to do is in the chat, put the number 1, 2, 3, or 4. If you change your mind, don't change your answer. All right, here we go. The first bungee jumps were made from a what? 1 tower, 2 dam, or 3 bridge. The first bungee jumps were made from what? Where did they do the first bungee jumps? Was it 1 a tower, 2 a dam, or 3 a bridge? So in the chat, just put in the number 1, 2, 3, or the number 1, 2, or 3. And thank you, Eddie, for putting that in the chat too. I appreciate that. So let's see. Where was the first bungee jumps made from? Have y'all ever been bungee jumping? I think it would be fun, but knowing me, I would get hurt. So it's 3. 3. The first bungee jumps were made from a bridge. A bridge. Um, and I do have information tonight. So it says the members of the Oxford University Dangerous Sports Club from Clifton Suspension Bridge in Bristol, England in 1979. That was the first bungee jump. All right. The first climate controlled shopping mall opened in 1956 in what city? Is it 1, Norman, Oklahoma, 2, Joplin, Missouri, or 3, Edina, Minnesota? The first climate controlled shopping mall. You're thinking about shopping malls. The first climate controlled shopping mall was opened in 1956. Where? 1, Norman, Oklahoma, 2, Joplin, Missouri, or 3, Edina, Minnesota. Where was the first climate controlled shopping mall? Can you imagine going shopping without air conditioning? Not me. It's Edina, Minnesota. Edina, Minnesota. Very good. Does that not have a story? Yes, you got it in first. The Southdale Center in Edina, Minnesota is the first and the oldest climate controlled shopping mall in the U.S., only 7 miles from the world's largest shopping center, the Mall of America. So that was the first one. Very good. Very good, y'all. Very good. All right. Where was the first basketball game played? The first basketball game, was it 1, Springfield, Massachusetts, 2, Newark, New Jersey, or 3, New York, New York? Where was the first basketball game? Basketball. Where was the first one? Was it Springfield, Newark, or New York? Where was the first basketball game? I have my stuff out. First basketball game. Where was it? Don't worry, Eddie, I'll get to baseball too. All right. There we go. Everybody's guessing all kinds of stuff. Springfield, Massachusetts. Oh, Eddie, good job. Eddie got it first. Invented by Canadian American gym teacher James Naismith, the first basketball game was played in 1891 in what is now Springfield College in Springfield, Massachusetts. Cool. I have my sister's dog in your bed with you. Oh my goodness. In 2020, Felix Baumgartner became the first person to break the sound barrier without an engine. How did he do it? Was it 1, shot from a cannon, 2, launched from a giant slingshot, or 3, jumped from a balloon? How did he break the sound barrier without an engine? That is, uh, that's that's difficult. Break the sound barrier. That was in 2020. What did he do to break the sound barrier? Shot out of a cannon, from a slingshot, a giant one, or jumped from a balloon? Oh, yeah. Felix Baumgartner. He jumped from a balloon. He became the first person to break the sound barrier without an engine. Um, he's an Australian, no, an Austrian skydiver and daredevil, jumped from a helium balloon in the stratosphere, 24 miles up. On his descent, he broke the sound barrier, reaching a top total speed of Mach 1.25. Oh, no, thank you. In 1904, which location hosted the first Olympic Games in the U.S.? Was it 1, St. Louis, Missouri, 2, Lake Placid, New York, or 3, Chicago, Illinois? Where was the first Olympic Games held? The first Olympic Games. Where was that? The first Olympic Games in 1904 was where? Everybody's got a different answer. The first Olympic Games. Yeah, if y'all don't know, you just guess. Look at that. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri hosted the first Olympic Games as well as in the Western Hemisphere. They they were the first games to award gold, silver, and bronze medal. So I guess yeah, okay. I'm thinking the Olympians. Okay. So, where was the first McDonald's restaurant? Y'all should know this. The first McDonald's restaurant is at 1, Illinois, 2, California, or 3, Arizona. Where was the first McDonald's? The first McDonald's. Where was that? The very first McDonald's was where? Illinois, California, or Arizona? If you don't know, guess. Or the first one. Y'all, I thought everybody would guess this one. Nope. The first McDonald's was in California. California. Dick and Mac McDonald opened their first restaurant offering 15-cent hamburgers, 15 cents, in San Bernardino, I can't say that word, California in 1948. 1948, 15 cents. Yeah, 15 cents. I could buy me some serious hamburgers for 15 cents. All right, no matter what they say, it's all about the money is the first line of what movie? 1, The Departed, 2, Risky Business, or 3, Pretty Woman. No matter what they say, it's all about the money. What movie was that from? What movie is that from? It's, no matter what they say, it's all about the money. What movie was that from? 1, The Departed, 2, Risky Business, or 3, Pretty Woman. No matter what they say, it's all about the money. I'm trying to think. I don't know if I've seen The Departed. I know I've seen Risky Business and Pretty Woman, but I don't know. With my grandma's brain damage, sometimes I've seen movies and then I'm watching it and I still don't remember it. Risky Business. Risky Business. Risky Business. But in Pretty Woman, it ends up that all about love. Richard Gere playing hard. But it is no, it's The Departed. Uh-oh, grandma messed up. It's The Departed. The Departed is the answer. Sorry, grandma messed up. That was a typo for me. In 1985, which famous first did not happen? 1, Titanic wreckage found. 2, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opens. Or 3, Cabbage Patch craze. Which one did not happen in 1985? 1, Titanic wreckage found. 2, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame opens. Or 3, the Cabbage Patch craze. What did not happen in 1985? Oh my goodness. I was having flashbacks of the Cabbage Patch. I can't believe I got that one. I messed up on that one. I apologize, y'all. The Departed was the movie. No matter what they say, it's all about the money. But okay. I'm sorry, I'm sidetracked. The Cabbage Patch craze, y'all. The Cabbage Patch craze was not in 1985. It was actually in 1982. So, it was still in the '80s. Oh my gosh, I remember that. That was craziness. Everybody was, like, killing everybody for those daggone dolls. In 1974, who was on the first cover of People magazine? Was it 1, Mia Farrow, 2, Frank Sinatra, or 3, Carrie Fisher? What who was on the first cover of People magazine? Was it 1, Mia Farrow, 2, Frank Sinatra, 3, Carrie Fisher? The first cover of People magazine in 1974. I think most of y'all think it's Mia Farrow, Frank Sinatra, or Carrie Fisher. I'm glad I've got this stuff I can look at. Come on, her brain. It's Mia Farrow. Mia was the first. She was on it was called People Weekly then because it came out every week. The photo promoted the movie The Great Gatsby. So, she was Daisy in The Great Gatsby. So, People Magazine. People Weekly. I kinda remember there were a lot of magazines that were weekly then, 'cause, we didn't have social media. Alright, in 1992, British engineer Neil Papworth sent the first text message. What was it? What did it say? Was it 1, "See you tomorrow," 2, "Merry Christmas," or 3, "Are you busy Friday night?" What was the first text message in 1992? Was it 1, "See you tomorrow," 2, "Merry Christmas," or 3, "Are you busy Friday night?" What was it? 1992. That's hard to think that in 1992 was the first text message. I don't know, it seems like it would have been longer than that. Merry Christmas. Oh, wow, look at y'all. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas was the first text message. Papsworth's greeting went to Vodafone executive Richard Jarvis, who read it on his Orbital 901 cell phone that weighed 4 pounds. 4 pounds. 4 pounds. And now look what we have. All right. Who was the first person to win two Nobel Prizes? Is it one, Sheldon Lee Cooper, two, Marie Curie, or three, Albert Einstein? Hopefully, we can knock it down to two of those. So, who was the first person to win two Nobel Peace Prizes? Is it one, Sheldon Lee Cooper, two, Marie Curie, or three, Albert Einstein? Who was the first person to get win two Nobel Peace Prizes? Y'all are doing good. First Nobel. It's Sheldon. Y'all, that's so funny. Was not Sheldon. It was Marie Curie. Marie Curie got the Peace Prize and Nobel Peace Prize in physics in 1903 and then chemistry in 1911. Einstein was awarded one in 1921. And Sheldon Lee Cooper, of course, he's still waiting on his. So you better not tell nobody. God is the first line of a novel written by who? You better not tell nobody but God. One, Toni Morrison. Two, Maya Angelou. Or three, Alice Walker. You better not tell nobody but God. Who said that? The first lines of the novel. I've got Nobel in my head. Novel written by who? Toni Morrison, Maya Angelou, or Alice Walker? And you know what? I just remembered. No, Sheldon did get it at the end, didn't he? Yeah, I think he won the Nobel Peace Prize on the last one, I think. I can't remember. I think he did. Alice Walker, number three. Alice Walker was the first line of a novel written by Alice Walker. You better not tell nobody but God. And it was the color purple. The novel won a Pulitzer Prize for fiction in the National Book Award. She had over 5 million copies of that book. All right. In which Sherlock Holmes story by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle do we meet and greet the great detective and his compatriot, Dr. Watson? One, the Red-Headed League. Two, the Hounds of Baskerville. Baskerville. I'll get it. Or three, A Study in Scarlet. What is it? Where do we meet them for the first time? We meet Dr. Watson. I like me some Dr. Watson. Dr. Watson. When do we meet him? 5, your mom. Ash. I didn't see you pop in. A Study in Scarlet. Oh, look. Is that Gamer? Gamer is the only one that got that. Gamer, good job. I'm so glad you're here, Ash. Most people thought it was the Hounds of Baskerville. All right, who's on first? Y'all should all get this. Who's on first is a comedy routine made famous by these two comics. Who are they? One, the Three Stooges. Two, Laurel and Hardy. Or three, Albert and Costello. Who did that comedy routine? Who was that? Was it 1, The Three Stooges, 2, Laurel and Hardy, or 3, Albert and Costello? Who's on first? What do you call Funko? Bonnie and Clyde? No, it wasn't Bonnie and Clyde. If it was, it's not an answer to guess, so you have to choose. Go by what I choose. It's Albert and Costello. Oh, Katie Cat. Albert and Costello. They did the whole "Who's on first" routine. Hey, Eddie, there's another baseball thing for you. Ah, dip me in glitter. Hey, dip me in glitter. Refresh your screen because you're behind. So you're not going to be on the same questions as we are. So refresh your screen so you catch up. The first food microwaved was what? 1, a TV dinner, 2, pizza, or 3, chocolate? The first food microwaved was what? 1, a TV dinner, 2, pizza, or 3, chocolate? What did they put in the microwave for the first time? Microwave. TV dinner, pizza, or chocolate? Or was it a chocolate pizza TV dinner? Don't put a fork in there. I have caught a microwave on fire. Yeah, I did. I heated up something and I didn't know that there was metal in the wrapper of the sandwich. Yeah, fire. It was 3 chocolate. Chocolate. Um, it says Percy Spencer, an engineer for Raytheon Corporation, was experimenting with magnetron. And he noticed that it melted the bar of chocolate in the pocket of his lab coat. It was microwaved. He melted it. Oops. Good mistake. Who was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence? Was that 1, Thomas Jefferson, 2, John Hancock, or 3, George Washington? The first person to sign the independence, the Declaration of Independence. Who's the first person? That's how they figured out it worked. It melted the chocolate. Yeah, oops. It was a good mistake. Good mistake. I'm too young to know this. That's your excuse. Oh my goodness, Ash, you're funny. Who was the first person to sign the Declaration of Independence? Thomas Jefferson, Hancock, or George Washington? John Hancock. Need to hear Hancock. We need to get your John Hancock on this. Yeah, didn't pee right for a month. Okay. Okay. John Hancock was the first to sign the Declaration of Independence. You're talking about the microwave thing, not John Hancock. Shh. Oh my goodness. All right, who was the first British monarch to live in in Buckingham Palace? Was it 1, Queen Victoria, 2, Queen Elizabeth I, or 3, King George III? Can't speak. Who was the first British monarch to live in Buckingham Palace? 1, Queen Victoria, 2, Queen Elizabeth, 3, King George III. Who was the first person? The first British monarch? Queen Victoria, Queen Elizabeth the First, or King George the Third, British monarch. I'm gonna do, oh, I got my Canadians in here. I'm gonna do some Canadian history, and I'm also gonna do some British history, and I've got American history on Monday. So, who was the first one? Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria was the first British monarch to live in Buckingham Palace. Prince Chuckles. Yeah, that one. I'm not I'm not I'm not a Charlie fan. Chuck. That's what my Malloy calls him Chuck too. He calls him King Chuck. Chucky. Yeah, I am. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna. I've got American coming Monday, but I'm gonna do Canadian and British too, and Australian. I'm gonna do some Australian. All right. Who was the first elected leader of the Russian Federation after the dissolution of the USSR? Was it one, Vladimir Putin, two, Mikhail Gorbachev, or three, Boris Yeltsin? Who was it? The first elected leader after the Federation was dissolved. Who was that? Was it Putin, Gorbachev, or Yeltsin? You finally got one right. If you don't know, you just guess. This is not a big deal. This is just fun. It's just fun. Yeltsin. Oh my gosh, Katie Cat. Katie Cat's the only one that got that right. Wow. All right. Boris Yeltsin became the first popularity elected leader of the Russian Federation in 1990. Initially a member of the Communist Party, he became an advocate for democracy. So, good job. All right. How old was the first person to survive going over Niagara Falls in a barrel? Was it one, was age 63, two, 47, or two, three, 28? How old was the first person to survive? Some of them did not survive going over Niagara Falls in a barrel. How old? 163, 247, or 328? How old? How old is that person that survived? I survived going over a barrel. I'm not thinking I would wanna do that. I don't no, no. It's illegal, but they do it anyway. I think they didn't they go over, like, with a some kinda sub or something one time? I don't know. 63. I know, Ash. He Ash Ash, it's even worse than that. It wasn't a guy, it was a woman. Annie Edison Taylor jumped into a custom-made barrel for her trip over the falls on October 24th, 1901, her 63rd birthday. She declared she would sooner walk up to the mouth of the canyon and then repeat that adventure again. She ain't ever gonna do it again. The first television commercial in 1941 was for what? This is a repeat one. So if you've been here and you know this answer. One, Wonder Bread. Two, watches. Or three, aspirin. What was the first television commercial in 1941? What was that? What was it? One, Wonder Bread, two, watches, three, aspirin. And this is something that we have had before. So, see, if you come and you play, you learn these things. I put repeat stuff in. Not a lot, but I do. And I've got several in here today. Two, watches. Watches. It was watches. The first television commercial was for a Bulva watch. It aired right before a baseball game, Eddie. Um, the spot what the watch cost $9. A Bulva watch cost $9. No, the spot, not the watch. The spot cost $9. The commercial airtime. In 1925, the state elected the first female this state, what state? Uh, elected the first female governor. 1, Wyoming, 2, New Mexico, or 3, Maine. In 1925, I'll get it. What state elected their first female governor in 1925? Then that is unheard of. Unheard of. The first female governor in 1925. Wyoming, New Mexico, or Maine? 1925. They were progressive. In 1925. Wyoming. Oh, Eddie and my banana mama. Good job. Wyoming in 1925, Democrat Nancy Taylor Ross served as the 14th governor of Wyoming from 1925 to 1927. She also served as director of the U.S. Mint for 20 years. Hey, good job for her. I'd like to work at the Mint. Take home samples. In 1509, the first wearable portable clock was designed. What was it called? Was it called a tick-tock box? 1, 2, a Nuremberg egg, or 3, a golden cyclops? The first wearable portable clock. What did they call it? 1, a tick-tock box, 2, a Nuremberg egg, or 3, a golden cyclops? A tick-tock box, a Nuremberg egg, or the golden cyclops? Ah, Ash, now look. It could have been called the guava, the guava ball. It was 2, the Nuremberg egg. He was not. The Nuremberg egg was small, oval, portable clock attached to clothing or worn around the neck, as it was created from a clock maker. His name was Peter Hangling something. It only had 1 hour hand, and it was not very accurate. Wasn't often. No. All right. Who was the first Major League Baseball mascot? This is also a repeat. Is it 1, the San Diego Chicken, 2, Mr. Met, or 3, Casey Stengel? Who was the first Major League Baseball mascot? First Major League Baseball mascot. And if you played my baseball trivia, this was on there. First Major League Baseball mascot. The San Diego Chicken, Mr. Met, or Casey Stengel. First Major League Baseball mascot. And I am going to do some more baseball, promise. I love baseball. 2. Oh, look at that. 2, Mr. Met. Mr. Met was the first baseball mascot. Good job. His uniform was just a baseball for the head. Debuted in 1964. The San Diego Chicken didn't start making appearances until the Padres in 1977. So there you go. What is the name of Jay-Z's first official rap single? Is it 1, Oh Baby, 2, My First Song, or 3, In My Lifetime? Jay-Z's first original rap single. 1, Oh Baby, 2, My First Song, or 3, In My Lifetime. Jay-Z. What was it? Jay-Z's first official rap song, not original. First official rap song. 1, Oh Baby, 2, My First Song, or 3, In My Lifetime. Thank you for the hearts. I do see them. I appreciate that. Is that because y'all like Jay-Z? 3, Banana Mama. Banana Mama, do you know you some Jay-Z or you just guessed? She said she was just guessing. In My Lifetime. 3, In My Lifetime. I would think My First Song or Oh Baby. In My Lifetime. Yeah, I wouldn't guess that one either. Banana Mama. That's funny. The first recorded name in history is that of Cusham, who lived in Samaria around 31 BCE. Cusham was what? 1, king, 2, an accountant, or 3, a great warrior. The first name recorded in history. What was he? What was he? Was he 1, the king, 2, an accountant, 3, a great warrior? Cusham from Samaria in 3100 BCE. And let me know if you know what BCE stands for. For a peasant. Could have been, but no. Oh no. Oh no is the only one who got it. Oh no. He was an accountant. He was an accountant. He had to sign something. Cushing was an accountant responsible for tabulating the production and storage of beer. He wrote in a form on clay tablets and signed his name to the accounts to verify their accuracy. So he was the first one to put his John Hancock on a tablet, a clay tablet. When was the first video game invented? 1, in 1972, 2, in 1967, or 3, in 1958? I won't say what's on BCE. Ha ha ha. It's it's error. I can't remember now. I know these things. I do know these things. It's something error, like ERA, not ERRO. Alright, when was the first video game invented? Y'all should know this one too. This is a repeat. We've talked about video games. And Ash, you should know this. Ash, what? 1958. Ni be No, it's not before Christ he rose. No, that's not it. Um, where am I? Um, the first video game, a nuclear physicist, William Hibothinen, invented the game Tennis for Two in 1958. All right, where was the first popsicle sold? 1, Neptune Beach, California. 2, Coney Island, New York. Or 3, Atlantic City, New Jersey. Where was the first popsicle? The first popsicle sold. Where was that? Riley, you should have known that. I know. You should have. And that one, we've done that. We've talked about that one. So where was the first popsicle sold? Was it Neptune Beach, California, Coney Island, New York, or Atlantic City, New Jersey? Cosby's house. No way. That was Puddin' Pops. Neptune Beach, California. Frank Epperson sold his first Epsicles at Neptune Beach, California. His kids convinced him to rename the icy treat Pops Sickles. The rest, they say, is history. Pops Sickles. That's how it came that. Very good. He called them, what do you call them? Epsicles. Who was the first athlete depicted on the Wheaties cereal box in 1934? Was it 1, Lou Gehrig, 2, Ellsworth Fines, or 3, Babe Ruth? The first athlete on a Wheaties cereal box. Wheaties. I haven't been on a cereal aisle in so long. I don't even know if they still put athletes on the boxes. I would assume they do, but I don't know. The world has gone crazy now. Who knows? Who knows what they have on the cereal boxes now? I don't know. So in 1934, when things were more normal, 1, Lou Gehrig. Good job. We got Eddie, Ono, and Gamer. Good job. Good job. Lou Gehrig. Lou Gehrig was on it. Um, Yankees first baseman Lou Gehrig was on the first athlete. The Breakfast of Champions was initially introduced in 1924 as Washburn's Gold Medal Whole Wheat Flakes. That's a long name. All right. Who was the first African American poet laureate at the U.S. Library of Congress? Was it 1, Rita Dove, 2, Maya Angelou, or 3, Langston Hughes? Who was the first African American poet laureate? 1, Rita Dove, 2, Maya Angelou, or 3, Langston Hughes? And tell me, do you know what a poet laureate is? A poet laureate at the U.S. Library of Congress. What is that? Do you know? Do you know what that is? So it says this person was among numerous honors, is a Pulitzer Prize in Poetry in 1987 for her book Thomas Bullen. It's Rita Dove. She got that in 1992. A poet laureate this is weird. Who knew this was a thing? The poet for the U.S. Library of Congress. It's the person in the U.S. Library of Congress that sits there and writes poetry for them. Mhm. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay. I guess that was back in the day, a vlogger, maybe, I don't know, a blogger. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. This is the first line to a rock song that refers to what? 1, the devil, 2, a sharp dressed man, or 3, Mick Jagger. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. What does that refer to? 1, the devil, 2, sharp dressed man, or 3, Mick Jagger. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. I'm trying not to. I got that song in my head now. What does the line refer to? Wow. Wow. Eddie and Riley, the devil. It's referring to the devil. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. It's the devil. Yeah, Mick Jagger. Lip man himself. Going around doing the chicken thing. Oh, okay. Who was the first US president to die in office? Was it one, William Henry Harrison, two, James Buchanan, or three, Abraham Lincoln? The first US president to die in office. Who was that? One, William Henry Harrison, two, James Buchanan, or three, Abraham Lincoln. The first president to die in office. If y'all don't know, guess. William William Henry Harrison, James Buchanan, or Abraham Lincoln. The first US president to die in office. William Henry Harrison. And do you know how long he was in office? So I'll go ahead and tell you this will be on a future trivia question because this is incredible. He had the shortest term. The shortest term in office was William Henry Harrison. He died of pneumonia only 3 weeks after his inauguration. So I think you just you just took a guess. I think it was like 31 or 32 days that he was president. That's it, and he died. What was the first national park that opened in 1872? Was that one, Yosemite, two, Yellowstone, or three, Crater Lake? The first national park that opened in 1872 was that one, Yosemite, two, Yellowstone, or three, Crater Lake? Yes, got it. Yep. Yeah, it was a really long inaugural uh a really long inauguration, and it was cold. He was cold. It had been raining, so he was wet. He was cold. He didn't have on an overcoat. He didn't have on, like gloves and stuff, and he got sick and died. Yellowstone, too. Oh, most of y'all got that. Yellowstone, very good. Yay. Yay, guys. Yellowstone was the first to open in um, in 1872, the world's first national park. Among its many wonders are geysers, hot springs, and herds of bison. That'd be cool. See all those bisons out there. All right. In the Star Trek series, when did the Vulcans first make contact with Earth? Is it one, 3063, two, 2163, or three, 2063? In the Star Trek series, when did the Vulcans first make contact with Earth? One, 3063, two, 2163, or two, or two, 2163, or three, 2063? When did they first make contact in Star Trek? And I will do some Star Trek. I'm going to do some Star Wars and Star Trek. That I will do those. We will have Star Trek and Star Wars 2063. 2063 is when they first made contact. Isn't that funny? Um, The fictional first contact between humans and Vulcans occurred on April 5th, 2063. The Vulcan survey ship, the Tlantha Hath, landed in Bozeman, Montana. I saw that. Yes, you are a nerd. Who was the first comic strip character to wear a costume? Was it one, the Phantom, two, Moon Man, or three, Crimson Avenger? One, Phantom, two, Moon Man, or three, Crimson Avenger. The first comic strip character to wear a costume. Who was that? I know nothing about comic people. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I'm guessing. I see you, Ash. The first comic strip character for Guava. One, the Phantom, not Guava. Guava would have a bunny suit on. Guava, he'd be a furry. Guava, not Guava. Phantom was the first comic strip. The Phantom first appeared in 1936. What is now the ironic superhero skin tight costume. The crime fighter accessorized his purple jumpsuit with a mask, boots, and a skull belt buckle. All right, guys, this is the last one. In what year was the first human flight? Was it one, 1903, two, 1844, or three, 1783? When was the first human flight? And we have kind of had this one before. We talked about the Wright brothers, and I think it was a true false one. So, when was the first human flight? Confirmed furries. I know we outed you. And after he was so nice with his super chat the other day. And I'm talking about him like that. Isn't that terrible? I'm glad he's not here. Oh, you hit the wrong one. Oh, that's okay. You forgot about the planes. Uh-huh, that's right. In 1783. In 1783, Mongo golfer, whatever brothers launched the hot air balloon, which was made of silk and paper, carrying two passengers. For 25 minutes, they flew over Paris at 5.5 miles per hour at an altitude of 3,000 feet. So there you go. Yay, guys. Look. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so Eddie got first with 16. Wow. So this was a lot harder than I thought. 16. Super good. I have a story, also got 16, just a little bit slower than Eddie. Eddie has a lot of practice. He plays a lot. Riley Riley came in third with 13. Then we have Oh No, G Gamer, Nick, Banana Mama, Ash, who came in late. You would have done better if you'd been here earlier. Katie Cat, Caterpillar, and Trident Vibes. Yes. And Eddie, my daughter was gonna play, but she has this massive migraine, so she wasn't here tonight. She's like, "Mom," I said I was disowning her. Good, good going, everyone. Congratulations, Eddie. Yes, Eddie. Woohoo! I'm proud. I'm proud of y'all. Story, I know. I have a story, and Riley. I know, Riley. Riley's like, I actually got third. You did. You did. And Riley, you got third, like legit, not because I had to take my kids out. Riley says, but these questions were kind of hard. They are. All my questions are hard. I don't I'm gonna put myself up in this big box. There I am. Hello. I'm not down in that little tiny box. My stuff is harder. I don't have the little easy questions because what fun is that if you know everything? I want you to learn something. We learned something. I don't know what. We learned that guava is a furry. That's what we learned tonight. No, and like I said, if you play, the more you play, I do put some of the same questions in there. Like tonight, we had stuff like the Mets, Mr. Met. That was a repeat. We had the balloon, the last, balloon. They jumped up. They flew. The balloon wasn't the plane. So so you learn stuff, and the more you play, the more you learn. And that's why I'm trying to do different things, find different things, so everything is not always the same. Um, and I am now, Ash, when I do the Canadian one, oh my gosh, I don't know anything about Canadian. I know some about British, and I know a little bit about Australian, but I don't know. I probably know more about that than the US history stuff. Rabbit needs to burn some cream. When is your next Kahoot or trivia? Um, okay, so my next Kahoot, tomorrow's I might do some Kahoot tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow night. Probably around, I've been trying to do like 7:15 Eastern is when I've been doing Kahoot. And that's y'all adults or older people, I should say. Come play that. It is for my younger group, but it's not. I mean, some of these things, some of it's fun and, it's just fun to play. But I have adults that come in there and tell me that it's super fun to play. And we do math, we've done war, we've done chemical versus physical reactions. I mean, the things that they pick, it's fun. And then we have some things like movies and stuff like that. Um, but some of the people that came in tonight, Nick, Riley, Gamer. I mean, I have people that come at that we cross over. So just because you're younger doesn't mean you can't play these, and just because you're older doesn't mean you can't play Kahoot. It's fun. And these kids, man, they'll kick your butt. Oh, Ash, that would be great. That would be great. Um, I don't know when I figure what I thought about doing is doing it in July when y'all are celebrating your Independence Day thing. Well, not Independence Day, your birthday. Um your your birthday celebration. I won't do it on your birthday because we all know that's Malloy's birthday and we have to do Malloy. So I won't do it on what that's the first, right? I won't do it on that day, but I will do it during that month. So get me some stuff and I'm gonna start collecting my knowledge. Um Riley, I'll be there to help you keep you. Oh, thank you, Riley. You were a big help. I really appreciated that. That was really good. Um, Eddie, Eddie says, "Be kind to animals. I must go tonight." Yes, spade and neuter your pets. Isn't that what Bob Barker always said? Spade and neuter your pets. He was probably the first one to say that on television. That's the first, Bob Barker. Um, yeah, the Canada Day thing. Yeah. I'll do it in July. So I'll plan on doing I know I got to do American too because it's 4th of July. So, but I'll do American and Canadian history and stuff during that month. So that would be cool. That would be great. Thank you, Ash. I am so glad I had some of y'all come in that I haven't seen in such a long time. I love it. So thank you, Ash. Um, Don't tell Guava that we were talking about him. I have a story. I'm glad you came back in tonight. Of course, my regulars that come in, I love seeing y'all. My next trivia, like this, is on Monday, the same time period, whatever time it was tonight for you is when I do it on Monday. And I'm doing American history. So it's all about American history. So we'll see how much you know about that. And us Americans are pretty bad about knowing our history. So we'll see. Some of it's not terribly hard. I mean, there's some stuff in there that's you should know. So we'll see. We'll see what the numbers are. And like I said, it doesn't matter. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. I I had no idea how this would go because it's first and it's all across the board. I like to do random stuff. That way it's not I mean, I like having specialized stuff, but I like having some easy and some hard. Um, I have a story. Thanks, Grandma. Fun as usual. See you later. Thank you for coming. I'm so glad you were here. Ash says, I'm usually at work at night. Yes, you had the day shift, so you were able to make it finally. Well, I'm glad you did. You can always watch the replay. You can watch any of these with replay. Watch them and then tell me, the truth of how much you did. I keep seeing you go in. I'll go in and I'll click like, but I can't watch it's hard for me to watch your gaming because of the action and stuff. You were on a horse the other day when I was walking. I was like, "What in the world?" Click like, and then I gotta go. I need to say something. I just usually don't. But anyway, I'm known for being a lurker. I'm a lurker. I'll go in people's channels and just listen. I just put it on and then I'll do stuff and have it playing on the TV. All right. Well, guys, I am so happy. I'm honored that y'all would come and spend this time with me, this old lady. I hope you did have fun. And I am planning on trying to get some things like that, more and less stuff. I love doing the true false stuff. So I'll do more of that. I'll do more Seinfeld. I'll do more of all of that. So just look for, um, I'm doing it twice a week, but I've got plenty of stuff planned out. And I definitely will do baseball. In fact, baseball is at the end of this month. I'm doing baseball on the 23rd. You can always check the community tab and look for the big blue box. I have the schedule out. The one that's up there now is correct, except for the last one. Instead of doing true false, I'm doing baseball. So anyway, thank you, Grandma's house. It was tons of fun. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm going backwards now. Please, yes, please click the like button, please. If you didn't like it, click the thumbs down. I don't even care. Just click something. Click the share. You don't have to share it. Just click the share. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Also, make sure, not just for my channel, but any channel that you love and you want to follow, please make sure that you are subscribed because YouTube is notorious for dropping you for no reason. Seriously, they say, "Oh no, it doesn't." Yes, it does. I see it happen all the time. Um, Even if you're active, they will drop you from a channel. It's okay. You completely understand. You're playing. Oh, yeah. Is that why you were playing? I do go in. But you were talking to somebody and I didn't want to interrupt. So I was like, I just saw you on a horse and you were like walking around. Like, okay. All right. Well, guys, I am headed out of here. I am gonna turn my brain off for a little bit. Again, thank you so much. And congratulations to Eddie. I have a story and Riley. I will be putting your tickets in the box for the end of the month drawing. All right, you guys. I love y'all. What are you saying, Ash? You tripped me out. I love you, girl. Um, you gained 20 subs in one day, then yes, yes. I mean, I gained the other day, I look at the whole month and I gained like 66 in one day and, and then all of a sudden, and then at the end of the month, I'm like negative, and I'm like, wait a minute. How did I get all of these? 66 and boom, and then but when I look at the whole month, I'm negative. I don't know. It does. I'm like, whatever. But y'all, no joke. My goal is 100K by the end of the year. So around Christmas. So by the 31st December. Yep. So y'all help me get there. Spread the word, grandma. I don't it doesn't matter. It's just fun. I didn't really think about it until I hit my 70,000, and I knew that a few years back I lost 30,000 in one swoop. I don't know what they did. They had a glitch thing, and it we lost a lot of data, but 30,000 in one boom. I think it was 2018. I think. I can't remember, but anyway, 20 so I lost 30. So when I hit 70,000, all of a sudden it clicked. I was like, "I could have had 100K by now if they hadn't have taken all those away." So anyway, so y'all help me. Y'all help me. Yes, favorite grandma on the tubes. Ah, thank you. Yes, help me get there. Christmas. That would be a great Christmas present to have 100K. So, anyway, all right, and y'all go check out my store wherever it is on my little thing. Grandma's Gifts, the number 4, the letter U. I have a ton of stuff out there right now. So, anyway, y'all go support me that way too. All right, guys. Love you. I will see you next time. Bye. Mwah.